prophecy of Icarus, also speaking solar Armageddon. Oh, yeah. Icarus, man. How's all these and the demise of all these characters speak to the sun being the eternal equalizer that brings their demise? That brings their demise. We're going to talk about who is Icarus. Have y'all ever heard of Icarus? He was a Greek. He was in Greek mythology. We're going to talk about Icarus. Okay, and what happened to Icarus? Now, Icarus, and you see him right with them wings on his back. Him and his father, I believe, and it's Cedalus. His father's name was Cedalus, and Icarus, and you have Icarus right there. Both of them, well, not both of them, just Icarus fell to his demise. They were imprisoned on the island of Crete by King Minos. You see, Cedalus and Icarus were in prison on Crete by King Minos. So they tried to escape. And with Cedalus, who was a scientist, made two sets of wings from feathers held together with wax. Feathers held together with wax. Now that's key. Right there, you got to know that that's a parable. Right there, you got to know that's esoterical. Right there, you got to know, you got to look deeper. See? You know, what are wings? Wings help you to fly, to go higher. You see, but don't fly too low, or the sea's moisture, you see, will weigh down the wings. So if you fly too close to the sea, you know, the moisture will weigh down the wings. If you fly too high, you feel me? The heat of the sun will melt the wax. So what is they talking about? First and foremost, you got to understand this is speaking to the Western man's civilization. You see, it's speaking to the Western man's civilization. Wings made of wax. You see, that's an illusion. That, yeah, you gonna fly, long as you don't fly too close to the sun. You see? But see, in order to get the glory, see, you in order to get the glory of the primordial, see, that's what we do. We fly. We can fly into the sun. You see? And so he wants to live, he wants to be us. You know, he wants to be us so bad that he'll go out on to the beach. He'll lay out there. That's a part of the wings of wax. Well, yeah, you can go out there. You want to be us so bad. You know, you think you're better than us. You think, you know, you're superior to us. And so you go out there, and what happens? The penalty. See, don't fly too close to the sun. And so all these things, you know, in his society where he compares to African civilization, that they are better than us, that the Greek already bowed down to ancient Egypt years ago, but they have to feel that they are superior to us. And so the ancient Africans had already told them that your demise is coming. You could pretend, Alexander, that you are the Pharaoh. You could pretend that you is me. But that, you know, but the cosmos is gonna tell you different, and it ain't gonna be long. And so his father told him, don't fly to, you know who his father is? Them early Greeks and Romans who knew. They knew. They knew. They still had more of a reverence for the Africans because they knew the might. They seen the might right there in their face. Many of these Neanderthals just come out, you know, some of them Greeks, they had the opportunity to sneak out the cave earlier than a lot of these ones that you see here today. So they had a chance to see some of the glory. You see, they had a chance to see some of the glory. So they wasn't mistaken. Yeah, they was not mistaken about the power of ancient Africa. You see, many of them today, they living in the lie. They've been living in the lies so long, they ain't even got a chance to see the glory. So they didn't fell into the sickness of believing the lies that they have told, and now they themselves have fallen for their own lie. You see, and so when his father told him, look, we done stole the sciences from Africa. We done stole the sciences from Africa. We done stole, but we not them. We not them now. So certain shit you can't do. Now this is a solar religion. This is a solar religion. It's based on solar worship. From goddamn all the way to the Mediterranean, all the way into South Africa. This is a solar religion. We cannot come into this religion and think that we are the chosen. Yeah, we're going to usurp them. We're going to put our images on, but we have to relieve reminders ourselves. You know how they get them what they call them, sticky notes, and they put a sticky note on to remind them, like, yo, remember, you know what I'm saying? Remember, you know? And so that pale Christ on the cross is a sticky note. You see, when they get to talking in there, those are really sticky notes for them. Like, yo, these days is coming, so we could pretend that we that one, but we're not that one. Okay, and so his father told, don't fly too close to the sun. You know what? But it said he did not heed his. He ignored his father's warning. He ignored his father's warning, and excited by the ability to fly, to assume that he's the primordial, he soared higher and higher, and according to the myth, the heat of the sun melted the wax that held his wings together. Okay, that's Icarus. You see? The wings of wax is the Western civilization. You see? It's coming to an end. They knew that. How long you gonna fake and flodge? How long you gonna pretend that and when the cosmos is in alignment, it ain't gonna give a man, listen here. That shit that they got up there in the sky, man, that shit gonna burn. Man, all them satellites and shit up there, man, that shit finna burn. All these goddamn satellites down on that shit finna burn. Even the damn wires that you know what I'm saying, that they got on the telephone poles. Nigga, it's about to get hot. That shit finna burn. The goddamn, it's gonna get so hot that people ain't gonna, that the average person ain't gonna be able to live without a goddamn AC. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna have to get readjusted to the ocean. That's why you fuck the ocean up. You fuck the water up. You poison the water and all that, knowing that when it get hot, motherfucker, you gonna have to go to the river. That's why the Africans was so, they was river civilizations. They know what the fuck to do. We're gonna live by the water. We're gonna live in with the water, with the cosmos. There's a balance. Get too goddamn hot, motherfucker, go to the water. You see, go fishing, go sail on the. We was out there. You get breezes on the river and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like all those things he could not do. He could not do. It's against his makeup to be able to do those things. And so the story of Icarus is also an end time prophecy. It's an end time prophecy. Say it's putting out carbon dioxide. I believe it. I believe it. That shit gonna blow up. that shit gonna blow up. The ACs, the power grid, the fucking all of that. Power plants, all that shit gonna break down. Cause it's gonna get hot as hell. This ain't listen to me when I'm telling y'all. This is just the beginning. That it just got started. This is like when you first, and we ain't even crossed over fully into the next house. We have not, we is in the cusp. The cusp. The cusp is when you're in between two houses and you're getting a little bit of both. You see, you're getting a little bit of both. It's gonna be cold, it's still gonna be cold during the wintertime, but it ain't gonna be in certain areas, it ain't gonna be cold that long. It ain't gonna be cold that long. You understand? You might get 2 months, and goddamn it, it's gonna start back cooking again. You see what I'm saying? And so you on the cusp where you're getting a little. We ain't even fully in the next house. It's just the energy from the next house just touching your ass right now. When you get fully in this motherfucking house, oh my God, it's gonna be like hot like it is now. It's gonna start in May. It's gonna start in May and it's gonna go into September. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go into September. Cooking. It's gonna stay hot. And all type of the grids and shit gonna be shutting down. That's gonna be the norm. That's gonna be the norm. Possibly for a thousand years. They know that. They know that. That's why they got the stories where motherfuckers go underground. The ice, they might have got trapped in the caves the first time by the ice. But that sun gonna probably drove their ass up in that motherfucker again. Like, oh no, can't come out here. Go underground. Go underground. That's what you want me to say. You want me to lie? Why would you make up who would make up concepts like that? For what? I didn't make them up. What up, family? I didn't make them up. Anyone knows how much toxic it is to make solar panels. I don't know, but I'm coming right black. And you can tell me when I come right black, family. Click that link down there, Patreon, General Seti, General Seti One Stop, Etsy, and KingSeti.com. I'll be black here in a minute, man. We touching them in a way like never before. You feel me? More locks. You already know what it is. I see you. I hear you. You understand? Okay, more locks. Okay then. All right then. Family out there, man. Y'all out there, y'all touching the science, man. When I hear certain shit, I know. I say, oh, family touching the science. All right then. I'll see y'all in a minute. Boom, Black Power.